So today is a day 3, and thank you so much everyone for coming in and joining me today. What I'm going to discuss today is I'm going to discuss about the money taboos which we have in our life and how we can overcome them. Okay, so before I start off, there's a quote by James Allen. It says the outer conditioning of a person's life will always be found to reflect their inner beliefs. इसका मतलब ये होता है कि आपके जो भी आउटर कंडीशंस होते हैं वो इट इज फाउंड टू रिफ्लेक्ट और इनर बिलीव्स, मतलब आपने जो भी पहले सोचा है या आपने जो भी आपके सबकॉन्शियस माइंड में क्रिएट किया है, द आउटर कंडीशंस आर एग्जैक्टली द सेम वे व्हाट यू हैव थॉट अबाउट योरसेल्फ इनसाइड. So it is that is the reason it is very important for us to have our inner beliefs very strong with very good intentions and strong intentions of whatever positive intentions होने चाहिए अपने लाइफ में. अपन जो भी चीज को सोचते हैं या समझते हैं, तो अगर बाहर की चीजें अच्छी करनी है तो उसके लिए आपको सबसे पहले अंदर की चीजों को अच्छा करना बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट होता है. ग्रेट. सो द नेक्स्ट स्लाइड वुड बी प्लीज. Now I'm going to teach you, as I told you, I'm going to teach you how our subconscious money taboos hold us back. We all have some or the other kind of taboos which we have grown up with. Okay, and that is the reason like we are like not able to create the kind of money which we always wanted to create, or we are not able to generate that kind of money. Like there are many beliefs which we have been raised with, like money is evil, पैसा झाड़ पे नहीं उगता है, या पैसा कमाने के लिए बहुत मेहनत करना पड़ता है, या अगर तुमको बड़ा होना है तो इट इज नॉट इजी टू अर्न दैट काइंड ऑफ मनी. और there are n number of beliefs, negative beliefs which we have been through. How many of you have been through such kind of negative thoughts patterns in your life from your parents or from your relatives or your friends? Just type in I.
हेलो.
Yes, Nagendra ji, we just started off.
आवाज आ रहा है सर?
Yes, आ रहा है आवाज आपका सर.
ओके ओके.
और
सॉरी यार, कल मैं थोड़ा सा ना एक स्टक हो गया था एक जगह.
नो प्रॉब्लम, चलेगा सर. वी जस्ट स्टार्टेड ऑफ. सो आज का हमारा टॉपिक है अबाउट सबकॉन्शियस beliefs related to the taboos related to money. Okay, so as I told, yes, Muniraj is saying ki yes, I have been through those negative beliefs. So there's nothing wrong in that, because we have been conditionally, unconditionally, we have been trained or we have been taught the same thing from our parents और फ्रॉम योर रिलेटिव, बिकॉज एवरीवन हैज, उनको भी उनके दादा, अपने जो दादा परदादा है उन्होंने उनको वो बिलीव्स पास की है, and that is the reason those beliefs have been passed to us also. So there's nothing wrong with that. That's absolutely fine. But then the important thing is that we should not live with those beliefs now. And now since we have come into this workshop, so definitely like we have come over to change our money frequency. That is the reason you all have attended this workshop. So now I'm going to teach you exactly how we can overcome these taboos. So before I go ahead, I would just like to tell a very short story about like for me initially, like I used to always say that money isn't a taboo for me. Money, पैसा कमाना बहुत आसान होता है और लोगों से पैसा मांगना भी बहुत आसान होता है मेरे लिए. So that is what I used to believe. But then the moment what happens that when I started off my business, I was a very immature guy or an immature guy to say that. Like I was just 24 or 25 when I started off my business in May 2008. And that time what used to happen is that suppose whenever I wanted to ask my clients, this is the service fee which you have to give me for the services which I'm going to render you, I used to always feel hesitant about asking that money. एंड दैट वाज बिकॉज माय सबकॉन्शियस माइंड में वो बचपन से मेरे को फीड किया गया था कि लोगों से ऐसे पैसे नहीं मांगने चाहिए और यू शुड रिस्पेक्ट देम करके, और वट एवर रीजन इट इज, लाइक यू शुड नॉट आस्क मनी फ्रॉम योर फैमिली मेंबर्स से, कभी हेल्प मत मांगो, फाइनेंशियल हेल्प कभी किससे मत लो, है ना. हाउ मेनी, सिंस एवरीवन इज ओवर इनटू बिजनेस, आई एम श्योर लाइक इनिशियल डेज ऑफ योर्स आल्सो you might also have been into the same boat like me, like wherein you used to feel hesitant about asking money for your services. If you have been, just type in me for in the chat box. Correct. Great. Yugraj is saying me. Correct. So I assume everyone goes through that same thing. I am not the only one. Majority of the people, they go through the same thing, wherein like they are very hesitant to ask about their service fees to the clients for their services, whatever you are rendering them. So that time, guys, I realized that talking about money used to make me feel uncomfortable in those days, not now. So the reason, as I told you, why I used to feel that is because I was thought that it was a bad manner to ask people about money, और like now also like parents tell कि you should never ask anyone कि वो कितना पैसा कमा रहे हैं करके, और like कोई अगर suppose आपको किसने कुछ gift दिया, like suppose युवराज जी gave me some gift, and if I ask him, अरे how much did you buy this gift for me, so it's a bad thing which is considered in our culture. Yeah, if he has given me something, so you should take it, but then you should never ask what is the amount of money you have paid for this or whatever it is. So that similarly, even I have been born and brought up in the same kind of culture wherein it was thought as a bad manner for a person to ask for a money for whatever reason. Maybe it is मेरे हक का ही पैसा क्यों ना, but then it was not a right thing for me to ask for a money. And when I was growing up, like what happened is that I was focusing on wealth and having a large fortune. It was seen as a negative thing in my family members. Like I always wanted to be into the business, and my parents used to say, "Arey, why you want to get into business? It is not a good thing to do. Your parents have never done that. Even तुम्हारे बाप दादा ने कभी धंधा नहीं किया, तुमको क्यों धंधा करना है करके." And then I realized how big this money problem is for me, and it is the same thing for everyone. The reason it happened to me because subconsciously I have received a lot of messages about having money is socially not acceptable with people, or driving that kind of income which I really wanted is not acceptable, and people want you to live into the limited resources and the limited means which you have always been with. Like you should be happy with whatever you have. एक बहुत पुरानी कहावत है कि जितने पैर हो उतने चादर चादर फैलानी चाहिए. But then nowadays I don't believe that. What I feel is that मेरे जितने लंबे पैर होंगे मैं उतनी बड़ी चादर खरीदूंगा करके. So I have reframed it into that way. I understand कि yes, you should be in your limits, but then I personally feel no, you should not be in your limits, because universe has the capacity to give you in abundance whatever you want. So why you want to limit your capacity as per as your चादर? उतने पैर क्यों फैलाओ? You can फैलाओ जितने पैर फैलाने फैलाओ, but then चादर भी उसी हिसाब से बड़ा कर लो अपना करके. So that is what then that's the way I started reframing my money frequency of my own, wherein I used to think no, that is not the way. If I want to buy a car, so I now know कि मेरे को 10 clients से गुजारा नहीं होगा. If I want this kind of car, I need to have 2 more clients so that I can have this. Otherwise क्या होता, मैं वही मारुति 800 में या वैगन में घूमता रहता instead of the Toyota which I have. और similarly, if I now want to buy a BMW, I know कि no, मेरे को इतना चीज से नहीं होगा. I need to expand my horizons. I need to expand my income streams and everything, wherein I can get into multiple streams of income so that I can get that kind of money wherein I can buy a BMW or a Mercedes or maybe a Harley Davidson bike which I always wanted to ride. So that is what happens. But then unfortunately, people don't go into this. They are always into their comfort zone. Okay. And then that is the reason they all are very happy with that. Consciously they are very happy, but then subconsciously they are not happy, because subconsciously they know yes मेरे को और कमाना है करके, but then to show their happy face to everyone they say अरे मेरा तो मस्त बिजनेस है, मेरा तो मस्त लाइफ चल रहा है, बीवी बच्चे खुश है, महीने का एक्स अमाउंट ऑफ पगार आ जाता है या एक्स इनकम आ जाता है मेरा बिजनेस से करके, माय लाइफ इज सॉर्टेड, आई डोंट वांट टू गेट इनटू अदर थिंग, ऑलरेडी लाइफ में इतने सारे कॉम्प्लिकेशंस है करके. So that is what I'm going to do right now, is that I'm going to give you few steps which will help you to overcome this money taboos of yours. Clear? So the very first thing what you have to do is that you need to perform a value inventory of yours. What do I mean by performing a value inventory? If you remember, I made you do one exercise which was related to that money tree meditation, if everyone remembers, wherein like I told you that money flows where value resides. अगर आपको आपके लाइफ में पैसे कमाने हैं तो you need to make sure that you need to give value to the person, to your clients, to your whatever, जिससे भी आप cater करते हो, from which you are getting revenue. So you need to make sure that you are giving them X amount of value for that amount, whatever you're receiving. It is as simple as that, guys. So to feel that it's okay for you to make money, you must feel that you're delivering value. Until unless you don't feel that yes, you are delivering value to others, you won't be able to get that kind of money what you have always desired of. And as I always tell to everyone that money is just a byproduct for everything whatever you're doing right now. आप अगर वैल्यू नहीं दोगे तो नो मैटर हाउ योर ब्यूटीफुल योर प्रोडक्ट इज और हाउ यूनिक योर प्रोडक्ट इज, you will never be able to earn that kind of money in your life. Okay, so the moment I started valuing the inventory of mine, so I started feeling very positive about myself. I started feeling positive shift in my attitude towards my money. And what I started doing is that I started listing down everything. what all kind of values I can give to my client. So this is one small exercise. What you guys can do later on is that you can start to write the kind of values in different ways you can give it to your client, so that you can start earning more and more money by delivering the same products or services. It's not necessary कि आपको हर बार नया पैसा कमाने के लिए हर वक्त नया प्रोडक्ट आपको लॉन्च करना है या नया सेगमेंट ढूंढना है, नया मार्केट खड़ा करना है. नो, इट इज नॉट दैट नेसेसरी. The only thing what you can do is that you can try to give more value to your existing clients also, instead of like getting new clients. So that is what you have to do. One small exercise you can do is that write down the list of the things what all you can do, which can create value. That's what I'm saying is about inventory. Make an inventory of the values which you can give to your clients, and that will help them to give you more money. Okay, so what you can do is that you can ask yourself one thing is that what results do I get for people when I'm offering this product or services to them? Or how is the planet going to be a better place because of me? I will repeat the two questions. What you can ask yourself: what results do I get for people? And the second thing is, how is the planet going to be better place because of me? What is the difference between value and quality? Our values, as I told you last time also when I did that meditation with you, the money tree meditation, value, quality is like, see, if you're also giving me a phone which costs 10,000 rupees and it's a very best quality product, but then if you're not giving me the value, when I say value, it's like if you're not giving me that kind of customer service after sales, or you're not giving me that kind of value if I'm coming to you and Manoj is showing some attitude to me, and even Yugraj is selling me the same phone for 10,000 rupees, but then uh, he is very like open to me and he's very friendly to me. So, but obvious, I will not go to Manoj, I will go to Yugraj and buy that product. So, because Yugraj has given me some kind of importance or value, what Manoj failed to give it to me. So that is what I'm saying. Quality, see, everyone will give the same quality. If you are not a manufacturer and you're a reseller, so whatever product you are selling, I'm sure there are 100 different vendors also selling the same thing. So it is only on the value what you're providing to your customers. That is the reason your customers will come back to you. That is what it is. Clear, Manori ji?
Yes, sir. Can you list something relating to values?
What is your product basically, Manori ji? You're into
Electrical. We are electrical, industrial electrical products we do. Motors, transformers,
all right.
cables,
So I
light.
will okay. I will just give I'm not much into that thing, but then I will just give you upper say a brief gist about it. Suppose now you are selling a motor, or electric motor, or a water motor, whatever motor you're selling, and that motor costs around 10,000 rupees in the market. Okay, and I as a customer, I come to Manori ji and I ask what is the cost of this XYZ model motor, and you say ki it will cost you 10,000 rupees karke. And similarly, I will, but obviously I'm a customer, so I'm not only dependent on Manori ji. I will go on Google and I will search many different vendors. And I come to know about Yashashri ji and Yugraj ji also. And you all three are selling me the same, suppose Kirloskar ka motor. I'm just giving an example. All three of you are selling me the same Kirloskar motor. So now, why will I not buy from Manori ji, or why will I not buy from Yugraj ji, or why will I buy from Yashashri ji? Is not on the quality of the product, because quality is the same for that motor, right? Either whether you are selling that Kirloskar motor, or either Yugraj is selling that Kirloskar motor, no matter he is selling in Kashmir or you are selling in Kerala, the quality of that product is going to be same. But then what is the kind of value you are going to give me? Suppose now if I come to you and I ask you 3 times, ki, give me the code, what is it? And you don't revert back to me and you show attitude, sorry sir, I'm busy today, I'll give it tomorrow, aaj mera ye ho gaya, aaj mera wo ho gaya, internet is not there, falana tikana, you give me excuses. On the similar end, if I go to Yugraj ji and I ask him, I want to buy this XYZ motor of Kirloskar, what is the amount you are going to charge me karke? And immediately he is very prompt to me and he gives me the reply within next half an hour, he gives me all the details. And he gives me extra customer service, and like he can guide me also कि sir आप ये मत लो, अगर आपका requirement is only this HP power का, so why are you going for this higher HP power? Or what you can do is that you can save your money and you can buy a 7,000 rupees ka motor also, that will save you money also, and that will save your electricity also, because that is not the kind of water you are planning to pump out of this motor. I'm just giving layman explanations to you. This is just for your understanding. Okay. So now what happened is that Yugraj ji gave me more importance, gave me more value about the same thing, about the same product as fair, and you failed to give it to me. So now what I will do as a customer, I will surely go to Yugraj because a motor is motor for me. Either I buy it from you or either I buy from Yugraj. So the moment Yugraj has started giving me that kind of value, I am certainly like I will go and buy it from him no matter what. Even if he's charging me 7,500 ke jagah 8,000 rupees, I know he is going to help me even tomorrow if I need some kind of help from him.
Okay.
So that is the difference between the value and the quality of yours.
Okay. And can you repeat the questions? 2 questions you said, no?
Okay, yeah. The first thing you need to ask yourself is that what are the results? What results do I get for people? The first question. Okay. The second question would be how
I'm writing.
Yeah. Okay, you can write. What results do I get for people?
Okay.
By selling your products and services.
Okay.
The second question would be how is this planet
okay
going to be a better place because of me?
Yes. Okay. Super.
So when you answer these questions and if you find that you're not delivering a lot of value to your clients, it is the time to change your offers or the way you're selling the product. But obviously you're not a manufacturer. In case you are a manufacturer, then you need to change your manufacturing techniques and tools and all. Like you need to see your customer reviews, whether your customers are happy with this product or services, and you can tweak and twist your products, and then you can sell it to your customers so that they can find more value. If you are not a manufacturer, you are just a distributor of these things, then you need to see what kind of offers you can give. Maybe out of that 10,000 rupees, you can give them some coupons, discount coupons or free service coupons, or a proper feedback, timely feedback, or some advices to them, or some free all India, whatever, like your business, you know better. I'm just giving general examples to you, what you can do for your business, you know better. So that is what you need to do. The very first thing is that perform a value inventory of your tech. Everyone's clear with this first?
Yes.
Good. The second thing, guys, is that you need to assess your confidence level. Packaging goods. You are into packaging goods, Munira? No, you are into classes, I guess, right? Arabic classes. So what do you mean by assessing your confidence level? I will give a very live example of myself itself. Okay. I will give you an example which is related to my e-learning business. Here's one question, like guys, I used to always ask myself before I spend time and effort creating and selling new programs. Whenever I'm making any program for myself wherein I am going to sell it in the into the market, I always ask myself, will I buy this program if someone is offering me this same kind of program? And my answer should be yes for myself too before I start this work. Suppose if I'm giving you this workshop, which I'm giving you right now, so I make sure that I ask my conscious mind, my subconscious mind, the very first thing is that, Saurabh, will you really buy this product for such a X amount of money if someone is offering you? And if I say ki, yeah, I can, or maybe I have even an iota of doubt ki no, I will not be buying this program, then what I do is that I change the full content of mine. Because at the end of the day, what I want to do, as I told you in the first step, is that I want to provide value to my customers. Money is a secondary thing which will come to me. So similarly, whenever you are doing business with your clients, make sure that whatever products you are selling them, like now I will take again Manori ji's ka thing itself. There are many motor wale renge, like in the market. There are cheap brands, there are very good brands. The cheaper brands, as I know, like they give you more commissions as compared to the reputed brands. Like Kirloskar will not give you that kind of commission like our local vendor who is a local Delhi ka brand hoga ya kuch hoga, so he will give you more, right? If I'm not wrong, just type in yes. That's what happens usually in the market. So now what you will do is that in order, I'm just giving examples, Manoriji, don't take it as a personal thing, okay? So now what Manoriji will do is that if suppose she is getting, let's say, one brand is there, GM karke, and that is offering 25% as a commission to her, and Kirloskar is offering only 10% commission or 9% commission to her on the same motor. But then that GM motor is not that good as compared to that Kirloskar motor. So now you need to make sure and you need to ask yourself me as being Manori, and if I wanted this product to be installed in my in my office, home, or business or factory, wherever, will I buy this product, GM ka product? And if you say no, I will not buy this product, so stop selling that product to your customers also, Manori ji. So that is what you need to do. Doubt is a clear sign that either your offer isn't good, guys, or it could be you're lacking of self-confidence. It may be like your offer is really good, your product is really good, but then you're not able to sell that product because you don't have trust in that product. That can also be a question mark in you. Like Kirloskar motor is really good thing, but then something might have happened within the past wherein like Kirloskar ke साथ आपका कुछ झगड़ा हो गया रहेगा, wherein they didn't pay you your commissions or your profits or whatever in time, but then that's the reason you started not selling those programs. You are not selling those programs and all. Products and all. So you need to make sure that what are the signs you are getting while you are selling these products to your consumers, your end consumers. Anytime, guys, remember one thing is very important. Yeah, tell me.
No, actually, we are doing Marathon Motors. For 40 years, we are doing with the same brand. We are providing this quality as well as a value. With what is the difference is Kirloskar and other companies, they give lot of advertisements. For example, if you take for switchgear division also, Siemens and ABB, they are giving lot of advertisements. But our company, the brand we hold, no, it comes only through word of mouth.
Okay.
So I have a small doubt that how we can supersede them, not supersede. We have to promote our product in their factory. Is there any idea I'm asking?
In order to promote,
we have a natural. Yeah, tell me, sir.
Actually, this is not a marketing class, so I won't be able to throw much light on that. The very basic thing you can do is that.
Okay. No, you were saying about confidence level, no?
Right.
Sometimes I get that confusion.
If you are really confident, see, I know so many local brands are there who are very, very good. Like local brands में बहुत सारे जो new startups होते हैं, they are really good with their products and services, but then as you told, they are not that widely accepted or they are not that widely marketed in different places. So that is the reason they are not able to create that kind of marketplace for them. All right. So in that case, if you're really confident with your product and services, then definitely you can sell your product as like Maratha Motors of yours as compared to Kirloskar Motor. You can tell your customers ki I can give you in assurance ki I can give you in writing about the after sales service of this product as compared to Kirloskar. They are only giving you 6 months. I can give you 1 year or 1.5 years into after sales service, or motor ka warranty would be 10 years as compared to 5 years, whatever it is. I don't know exactly what your terms are. So that way you can like distinguish your product as compared to the other branded products.
Okay. As a dealer wise, we are okay with, but company wise, they have to make the advertisement, but they are satisfied with what it is has been done.
Correct.
So in that case,
right. So in that case, I don't think so. They might be allowing you also to do their branding and all, because that's not your own brand. So I don't think so. They would be allowing you to do their branding, and it doesn't make sense for you to brand their products, because at the end of the day, you are going to get the same kind of commission or whatever percentages, even if you are like selling it without branding them or selling them.
Yeah,
I got some suggestion here.
Or else, Manoj, you can ask your clients to rate your product. You can tell them so that आप उनको बोलो कि rate करो हमारे product or the services. Tell them if we give you a chance to rate our product, how you will rate, like between 1 to 5 में आप कितना rating करोगे if we give you a chance. तो वैसे you can ask them.
Yes, Yugraj, you are saying something.
hello. Yeah.
Here, what I was to suggest. First of all, do not have at all a doubt whether it is Kirloskar, whether it is Siemens or anybody. If you are super excited about your product quality, just prove it in one of the districts in the country. In a small place, if you perform that you are the best, you claim that you are the
Hmm.
best, but you can only claim when you are actually confirmed in every angle that yes, by
Hmm.
every checkpoint, suppose
Hmm.
there are 100 points where the product is checked and coming out for the actual
Hmm.
sale. So all the
Hmm.
100 points are perfectly done as per the standard.
Okay. Okay. Hmm.
And you perform that everywhere in one of the districts. Say, suppose you are operating in Tamil Nadu.
Hmm.
So only
Yeah,
in
we
one,
are operating Tamil Nadu. Hmm.
okay, you are operating in the state of Tamil Nadu, but if you
Ah.
catch hold of one place in Tamil Nadu, say for example, only the city, one city,
Hmm. Hmm.
and
Hmm.
you make a dent out of it, your name will come in the board meetings of this Kirloskars and Siemens. And who is this Maratha group? Who is this Maratha group? And
Okay.
that is going to create a culture, that is all a turmoil in their discussion.
Correct.
Hmm.
But then
Hmm.
this
Correct.
is
Correct.
not her brand, sir. युगराज जी इनका वो मराठा brand नहीं है. She is a dealer or distributor for that.
Okay.
Yeah, she's not
Uh,
holding that brand, right, ma'am? That's not your own.
uh,
You're not a manufacturer, right, of that?
not manufacturer, we are
Correct.
dealer.
Yeah.
What is the thing? What is the thing is Siemens, other Siemens and all, they are making big propaganda and advertisements a lot.
Correct.
In
Okay.
that point, I think why Marathon is not doing. At that point, we are having quality, value, everything. Even a person, his name is Sailesh Jain. He is from North India only. He is having a marble and granite unit in Madurai. He is saying that ma'am, our grandfather brought a motor which is Marathon brand. It was named as General Electric earlier. So till now that motor is running. So we have the confidence of word of mouth, everything is there, but advertisement is lacking. So that's
Well,
the
now here the subject is, I thought you are the brand holder,
No, no,
right?
no. She's not.
Now,
That's
no,
what.
no,
if
no.
you are a distributor, then there should not be any emotions attached. What
Absolutely.
is what?
That's what I'm saying, sir.
Here, as a distributor, as a dealer, your interest is only to make money
Correct.
through whatever is the request or the demand in the market. You have to
Absolutely.
ignore various part of it. But if
That's what.
tomorrow you want to buy that product, then you should behave like this. What I said here earlier.
Correct. That's what.
Okay.
Because
No emotions.
yeah.
Yet, why
Okay.
Maratha? Leave emotions. No emotions. It has to be like a
Okay,
pinch
sir.
of salt. Only like a pinch
Okay,
of salt.
okay.
That's it.
Okay,
Thank
sir.
you.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you.
And as I said, like accessing your confidence level now, guys, this is a inner work which you need to do on daily basis, and it takes time for you to be like to succeed in this. So that's very important that you be patient with that. Like suppose now, even though I will take my example, if I've launched this program, okay, and I'm very sure ki, haan, this program will work because that's my subconscious mind has given me something. And now when I go live with the very first webinar of mine, and if I find ki no, the things didn't work really well for me, and I take actual feedback from my clients, all the participants who are over there, and I ask them ki what happened and how is the program and all, and they say ki XYZ thing was not good or XYZ thing was really good or whatever it is. So what you have to do is that then again you have to retune or refine your products or services once again. It is not that ki 100% kabhi bhi your products is going to be 100% successful in the market. Even like Apple, when they come into the market, they get one product, then again they ask the customer feedbacks, and then again they retweak the products, and then they launch the version 2 of that. It happens with all the products and services. So you should not be so overconfident कि yes, मेरा तो 100% चलने वाला है करके, and I will कुछ भी हो जाए मेरा product बिकेगा ही बिकेगा करके. So it is like you have to be on your toes with your customers का feedback cut on very timely basis पे. If you're into products and if you're into service, after sales service also matters a lot. So as I told you, this is the inner work which takes a lot of time, and you need to be patient with this. And slowly and steadily, it will start, like you will start developing that confidence with your own products and services. And only when like you feel confident about your contribution that you are able to open the doors for the higher income. The moment you feel confident, yes, I am giving them the value of whatever products and services they are, I am getting that confidence, and the money starts flowing into you guys. Clear with the second point, everyone? Great. Now,
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
thank you. The third very important thing is that, guys, you need to rehearse money conversations with yourself. Now, what is this? I will give you an example. This is again one of the tasks which you have to do today. What you have to do is that you have to stand in front of a mirror and look into eye to eye with the mirror, and you have to rehearse your money pitch, जो आपका जो sales pitch होता है ना customer के साथ का. No matter how good you are right now, you might be thinking अरे मैं तो already I am very good with my customers का मेरा clients के साथ. Then too I am telling you guys, do this. It's a very effective technique to do. It will it will get the pitch of yours reinforced more in you. Okay, so what the very first thing in public speaking ये एक tip दिया जाता है, and this was the same tip given to us by from our mentors and coaches, is that practice in front of a mirror and talk to yourself. Because when we got into training and coaching, so they told us that today if you are facing 10 or 20 or 50, 100 people, tomorrow it will be like you are going to face thousands of people. So in order to face such kind of people on one go, you need to practice in front of mirror, talking to the mirror, or exactly what you're going to talk to your customers. Okay, so stand in front of your mirror, rehearse the conversations you would like to have with your clients or your customers or your manager, if you're into job, with your manager and all, and clearly state the value which you're delivering to them, and communicate how much money you deserve for your contribution. Everyone's clear with this? What you have to do, you have to stand in front of the mirror, you have to pitch them your products and services, and tell them ki yes, Yugraj ji, this is my product and services, and I am going to charge you 4 rupees or 5 rupees for per word. And you need to be very confident with that. वो मन में थोड़ा भी झिझक नहीं आना चाहिए कि अरे should I charge him, should I ask him 4 rupees, or should I ask him 3 rupees, or should I ask him 7 rupees? You never know. He might give you 7 rupees also if you ask him, if he or she really likes your product or services. So the first few times when you do this, guys, now you will feel a lot of uncomfortable, or you will find yourself silly. Your subconscious mind will tell you, "Arey, what nonsense you are doing? क्या बच्चे ऐसा हरकतें कर रहे करके in front of what we say mirror and all." But then don't stop doing it and continue doing it till your subconscious mind starts getting aligned with your thoughts and your emotions and everything, your feelings related to the products and services. In time, slowly and steadily, what will happen is that this money conversation or the client के साथ जो pitching का conversation होता है, it will become natural to you. And when the beauty is that, guys, when people see how natural you're talking to them now, they will feel relaxed about being around to you, and they will be more willing to say yes to your proposals. This is a very good thing. Like suppose you might have also all been into that place wherein some customer, sorry, not customer, some salesperson came to you and he started just blabbering about sir ये product ये blah 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 चीज है and आप ले लो, आप ये कभी ले सकते हो करके. So you don't feel connected to them because you know it's a scripted thing. He is telling you, he himself is not having that kind of knowledge about this product or services. But then the moment you are very fluent with your products and services and you talk naturally to your customers, then you find it ki, yeah, the customer will also be more interested in listening to you, and he will be like more interested in buying your products or services. Any doubts on this?
Maybe what all to say?
It's your pitch. Like I really don't know what your pitch is all about, Manori ji. So whatever pitch you like, basically, suppose if I'm your customer right now and I'm the very first time I'm coming to you to buy that Maratha product, let's say. So what all you pitch to me, that same pitch, like you can speak to yourself. You might be thinking, "Arey, मैंने already इतने साल से लोगों को बोला, I'm very good with that." But then trust me, the moment you start to do this in front of the mirror, looking eye to eye into the mirror, you yourself will feel shy about it. Or your subconscious mind will say, "Arey, don't do this karke. It's okay if you do it with your clients, but then don't do it over here karke." But then the moment you start doing that, you will find that you can retune or you can refine this pitch of yours in a much better way, so that your customers connect to you in a much faster way in that case.
Okay.
Clear?
Yes, sir.
Great. The fourth step would be you need to test your money conversation. What do I mean by this is that the moment you have completed the 3 steps of creating a value inventory, then accessing your confidence level about your product and services, and the third thing is about rehearsing that money conversation with yourself. Now what you have to go is that you have to go into the market if you really don't want to go into the market and you are a first timer, you can go to your friends and family members and you can give this you can give this sales conversation to them. Ki, this is the kind of product and services I have got and blah blah blah, whatever it is, and see what the customers or your friends and family members are giving you feedback about it. Okay. When I started it off, I felt slightly uncomfortable during my sales conversations. Okay, but then I got through it and it motivated me to continue testing and practicing. And when you really go into live with, suppose if I'm pitching my product or service to Yugrajji, there are few things he will ask me, counter question me, or objections will come to me, which I have really not yet handled or I don't have answers to them. So you will come to know about those things. And then again, you can go back to your mirror and you can talk to yourself with these objections in your mind. And then again, go into the market and do the same exercise. And always remember, like in sales, not everyone is going to say yes to you. Whenever you're selling your products or services, you know, not everyone is going to be saying yes to you. You'll always be rejected. But you should know how you can turn these rejections into useful feedbacks for your futures. You should know that ये इसने मेरे को ना क्यों बोला करके, and understand that. अपन क्या सोचते हैं, the moment the customer says no to us, we put a full stop. अपन उसको close कर देते हैं book को, and then we move to a new customer. But then we never get back to that old customer thinking about why did he say no to me? What was it that was stopping him or her to buy my product or services? Clear? So that is the way you can do your money conversation. And if possible, guys, if you can go back to these people who rejected your products and services, and you can ask them, what can I do something better so that you can buy this product from me? If suppose Yugrajji didn't buy my product, so I can get in touch with Yugrajji and tell him ki if you can just spare 5 or 10 minutes of yours and make a feedback form of yours and give it to him and tell him ki if you do this feedback, I can give you some 10% or 20% discount voucher or one free service coupon or something, so that it makes Yugrajji excited about giving honest feedback to you. आप अगर ऐसे ही जाओगे युवराज जी के पास, तो युवराज जी will not do that, because it's a human tendency. Everyone has got that in them ki what's in it for me. If I am spending my time for you, there's something needs to be given to me. All right. So that's a very good thing. You can ask them ki, okay, if you do this, I will give you one free servicing of your motor, or I will do one free content writing for you and all, so that he will give you very honest feedback, thinking, oh wow, Saurabh, मेरे को चल एक free का content writing मिल जाएगी युवराज जी, I just have to invest 10 minutes of mine with him, and then I will give very open and honest feedback to you. And that is the way you can test your money conversation with them. And the moment, guys, you do this now, there are very high chances for this person who has said no to you getting converted into your yes. Clear with this?
What is the main difference between rehearsed money conversation and test money conversation?
Rehearsed money conversation is only you're talking to yourself in front of a mirror.
Mirror.
Yeah, you're not getting live to the customer. In test money conversation, you're testing the conversation which you have rehearsed previously with your actual customers, or maybe with your friends and family members, or your near and dear ones, so that you can come to know exactly how well you have rehearsed your money conversations or your pitch.
Okay.
Clear?
Clear.
Great. The next thing, what you need to do, that's the last thing, is like you need to celebrate your success, guys. This is the one thing which we often don't do, and we neglect this. This is a very important thing. आप पूरे 4 steps कर लो, भले या you perform your value inventory, then you access your confidence level, then you do your you rehearse your money conversation, sales conversation, you test your money conversation, then you celebrate your success. How you are going to celebrate your success is that, guys, if you focus on what you have done right, you will feel empowered within you, and you continue to be on that road to that success, guys. Understand this very important thing. You need to share your accomplishments with your close friends and family members. You need to treat yourself to your favorite activities or celebrate. Suppose whenever you are selling a product or services to anyone, no matter how small or it's a daily ritual for you, always make sure that you celebrate that success. And I'm not saying कि आपने कुछ कमाया तो you go to a shop and you shop for yourself, or go to a restaurant and spend thousands of rupees to celebrate that success. No, It's the success is not that way. You can be with your close friends. You can even have a small 80 rupees, 100 rupees ka pastry and success and celebrate that success with you. Okay, what happens is that the moment you start celebrating small successes, the universe will start giving you more to celebrate. Okay, and with this right kind of focus and positive attitude, you will see how success is building upon you. And remember one thing, once again guys, the more value you're delivering, the more money will be available to you, and the larger impact you will be able to make in the world. So celebrating your success is very, very important after completing these 4 steps, guys. Everyone's clear with this?
Perfect.
Yes, sir.
Great. Super. So now what I would be doing is that I would be moving to the next thing. Okay. And I would be teaching you, there are 10, but then today since people you have to leave by 9 o'clock. So I will be trying to cover as many points as possible. I'm going to teach you 10 power rules of money, guys. I will try to see till 9 o'clock how many I can complete. Okay. The first rule is that you need to make every rupee, every penny, every dollar accountable. What do I mean by that? What I try to mean is that you need to have a very clear idea of what's coming in your account and what's going out from your account, or what's coming in your wallet or what's going out of your wallet. The irony is that most people don't pay attention to it, and they spend more than what they have with themselves. If I ask you guys, what is the amount of rupees you have exactly in your wallet right now, I'm sure majority of you won't be knowing exactly what is the amount you have in your wallet. Do you guys know exactly what is the amount of money you have in your wallet right now, without looking into the wallet?
Sharma ji, I have a doubt here.
Yeah.
Regarding with the bank and office, everything, I have accountable details with everything. But regarding my wallet or handbag, no, if I count what is the amount that I'm having, the next day, the very next day, I'm planning to I'm having some of, if it is 5,000 or something like that, it is spent. If once I see we are having 5,000, the next day there is some expenses, it is coming by its own way. So I'm not having a habit of counting my purse.
And so that's a bad thing. You need to start doing that, ma'am, now. What you need to do is that you need to count where your money is exactly going. That's what I told. Like many people, they really don't have idea about what money is coming in and where it is going out. We spend out, and that's a very natural tendency for everyone. The money comes in the wallet, we keep on spending it, and then it's very difficult for us to keep tab of exactly where the money is going out. Yes, sir. You want to say something?
She was telling that if she counts the money in her purse or the wallet, automatically the expense comes the very next day. Right, ma'am?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
That is your wrong myth which you are carrying. It never happens like that.
No, I have heard
You have heard from a wrong place, and that is getting engrossed in your subconscious mind, and you are inviting that way only. If you start thinking I'm counting, tomorrow it will multiply. What will happen then? It will multiply. Somebody will come and give you one more order, and the money will come.
Okay. Okay, I'll inform my subconscious.
That's right.
Yes, you need to. That's the reason we are over here, ma'am. To work on the subconscious mind.
Okay, okay.
And if it is going, let it go. Bless and let it go.
Yes.
Bless the money and say, yes, come back in multi folds.
True.
Okay, okay.
Correct.
Sir.
That's
Wherever you are going, bless and always you have to receive and give, both by blessings only.
No, it is going for a positive cause only. Readily an expense is available.
True.
If I count now, the very next day readily, maybe my son will ask for a cycle, so something like that.
Okay, do one thing. Tomorrow you withdraw, say around 50,000 rupees and keep in your purse.
Okay.
And then you count every hour that whether it is 50,000 or 50,000, if there is 50,000 or not 50,000, and prove me next day you have invested or you have finished that 50,000 or not. 100% you will not do. You are having a myth.
Maybe
that,
because of a large amount of quantity, I am not. I'll say that.
I got your point actually. For a smaller thing it happens, so you are carrying it. But once it is 50,000 or 1 lakh rupees, so you are not doing that. Same mindset. Everything same, but the expenses are not happening that way. Out of 1 lakh, you will do around 5,000 rupees. So 5,000 from 5,000 has gone, it's okay. But 1 lakh means if you're spending only 5,000, then you have to cancel the previous thoughts which are there coming.
Right.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir. Do.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So the next point would be you need to learn how to invest. Okay. What do I mean by that?
Sharma ji, 1 second. Let me in. I'm letting in through my tab. My charge is over in my phone.
Okay, just a moment. Yes, I've given the access.
Okay.
So the second thing would be you need to learn how to invest. Everyone knows Warren Buffett, right? He is a man who doesn't need any kind of introduction. So he started investing at the age of 11, and at the age of 14, he was a taxpayer of US. And one thing, if anyone asks him what is one regret or one guilt you have in your life is that you still carry with you, is that he says ki I regret started investing money very late in my life. So मतलब उसको बचपन से ही करना था. If उनका चलता तो he would have started investing at the age of 2 or 3. If he's thinking and saying from the age of 11 is also very late for him. So for him it's like at the age of 1 or 2 maybe he should have started investing. So that is what is all about how you invest. And second thing very important is that you need to know exactly where you are parking your money. You should not ask others. Like suppose now bitcoins are in trend or cryptocurrencies are in trend, but then I don't know anything about it and I've never heard about it or I've never invested about it. And one fine day I happened to meet Yugrajji, who is heavily into cryptocurrencies, for example. And he says, Arey Saurabh, why don't you invest? I have already earned lakhs of rupees into this and all. And I get carried away. And what I do is, okay, Yugrajji, tell me how to do that. And without doing any kind of research or back-end investigations about what it is and why it is happening or XYZ thing, and I go and invest my money in that. So, but obviously there are very high chances for me to get that investment into zero thing, because I really have no interest about it. I have no knowledge about it. Just because Yugrajji has told me, I have invested X amount of money in that. And similarly, it happens a lot with share market also. People hear about like कि अरे she earned so much money, he earned so much money, and market इतना अच्छा चल रहा है और ये वैसा हो रहा है, and चलो मैं भी जाके पैसा डाल देता हूँ. But then you really have never invested, nor have you studied that market about कि what is share market all about, उसमें निफ्टी क्या होता है और Nasdaq क्या होता है, different stocks क्या BSE क्या होता है, NSE क्या होता है. And you just invest because your portfolio manager or your fund manager, whoever it is, who is handling your account has told you, and you just blindly go and invest. So never do that. Before investing anything anywhere, make sure that you learn what is that kind of investment, because guys, understand, this is your hard-earned money which you are going to put. It is not someone else's money. Okay, so it is very much important for you to understand why and where you are investing your money, and also what kind of returns you are going to get from this money when you are investing it, maybe 1 year, 5 years, 7 years, 10 years, 20 years and all. And don't invest blindly on someone's sales, guys. Clear with this second point?
Yes. And when you said about don't just invest, learn, study, do some R&D.
Right.
So when we say we learn, then we earn.
True.
Right? We remove the letter L and the earning starts.
Correct.
So I always say small learning, small earning, medium learning, medium earning, large learning, large earning. Choice is ours. So if we have to upgrade, then the money will also come multifolds.
Correct.
Thank you.
So the third thing would be always be a lover of money, not a hater of it. Now you might be thinking, अरे ये क्या बोल रहे हैं करके? Everyone loves money करके. But then you don't love money. Many people, they don't love money subconsciously. You love money consciously. But then subconsciously you don't love money, because if I tell you, just giving an example, you need to earn 1 crore rupees, you will love it very consciously. Yes, अरे 1 करोड़ रुपया मिल गया तो कितना मजा आएगा, ये कर सकता हूँ, वो कर सकता हूँ. But then subconsciously you know, अरे पागल हूँ क्या, मैं 10 लाख रुपया साल का नहीं कमाता, किधर 1 लाख रुपया कमाऊंगा. Okay. So you are hating money in that way. Indirectly you are hating that money. You need to know and you need to make sure that you love that money. And you should never hate that money, and you should always believe that you are capable of loving the kind of money which you have always desired about. That's a very important third thing. The fourth thing is you need to know how you can make passive income in today's world. It is very, very important for everyone to earn a passive income in their life, guys. Everyone knows what is passive income? What do you mean by passive income?
Earning an extra money
Right. So,
from MLM or whatever it is.
correct,
It
absolutely.
will come automatically.
Right. So, Munira ji, passive income is something wherein you are only investing your time once. Understand this. And then you're getting money every month or every day or every year, whatever it is. It is like, suppose I am a trainer and a coach and I do some pre-recorded session wherein I sell them online. Okay. So now I have only invested my time once in that. And whenever someone is buying that product from anywhere on this planet, I'm getting that income without me working on everyday basis. And majority of us, unfortunately, we don't fall into that bracket. We are all into that active income mein hum log. We are not into the passive income. So we should be like into one source, at least one source of ours should be there, which allows us to create passive income whenever we are not working for that. अगर आप कोई दुबई के या गोवा के बीच पे भी बैठे हो, then also that money should keep on coming to you. That is what is called as passive income. So in today's world, it is very important for you to learn how to make that passive income on monthly basis. The next thing would be always having contingency fund to live 9 to 12 months of your living expenses minimum. What is contingency fund, guys? Contingency funds मतलब होता है कि इतना पैसा, the X amount of money which you really need on month-to-month basis to cover your basic expenses like your house rents, your food, your EMIs, your बच्चों का education, your children education and all. So that's a minimum. Suppose every month I have to spend 1 lakh rupees. That's a mandatory I have to. I'm not counting the shopping or vacations or driving a car or a leisure life, buying something expensive, watches or perfumes and all. I'm not counting those things, or going to restaurants and having fancy dinners and all. No, that's not I'm talking of. I'm only talking of the daily jo requirements है अपना basics. We need to make sure that we have that kind of money with us in our account for the next 9 to 12 months, because now as we have seen a live example of corona pandemic happening and everyone's rolling got haywire, सबके पैसे के आने जाने के वांदे हो गए, like they say. It is because we don't keep that kind of contingency fund with us. We all are on paychecks to paychecks, no matter if you are a businessman or you are into a service, everyone is like rolling. If I will take money from Yugraj ji, then only I will be able to pay to Yashashri, then Yashashri will be able to pay to Nagendra ji, Nagendra ji will be able to pay Manori ji. If Yugraj ji doesn't pay me, I will not pay Yashashri, Yashashri will not pay Nagendra. It's a cycle basically, what we are living into. But what if you already have that kind of money which you really don't need to survive on that ruling, and you can survive for your basic needs for the next 9 to 12 months? अगर 9 से 12 months is also very difficult for you, make sure at least for 6 months you can उतना contingency fund अपने पास रखो which can help you to survive for at least 6 months, so that in that 6 months you can try to arrange 1 month का on every 2 months में भी किया तो आप वो 6 महीने में 9 महीने का और पैसा जमा कर सकते हो. Clear with this? Yeah, minimum 6 months. Exactly, Nagendra ji. The next thing would be you need to have a plan and you need to set goals to enhance your money. What do I mean by this is that you need to set financial goals for your 1 year, for your next 3 years and your 5 years, and have a very clear picture about exactly what you really want to achieve in your life. It is very important for us to achieve, to keep these financial goals also. अपन अपने personal goals रखते हैं कि I want to lose X amount of weight, or I want to earn X amount of money, or I want to get X amount of clients. But then we don't keep our financial goals very strongly. वो अपने मन में कभी क्लियर नहीं होते कि अपने को कितना चाहिए. आई विल से हाँ मेरे को 1 करोड़ रुपए कमाने, कब तक कमाने सौरभ? You need to be very clear with that. Do I want to earn it in 1 year, or do I want to earn it in 3 years, or I want to earn it in 5 years? Make a very clear picture about it. Like, yes, by end of December 2021, I want to have 1 crore rupees in my account. This 1 crore needs to be a profit of mine. I'm not talking about the total turnover. So that's the way you need to be very precise about exactly what is the amount of money you want to create for yourself, and what is the kind of tenure you're looking out for. Is it 1 year, or is it 3 years, or is it 5 years? Clear with this? The 6th point, everyone?
So 6th point, can you explain again?
Yeah, what I'm saying is
Not
that
brief.
you need to plan and you need to set goals for your money, your financial goals. Now suppose what happens that we always have our personal goals कि मेरे को एक गाड़ी खरीदनी है, I want to buy a house, I want to have X amount of money, or I want to lose weight, or I want to gain weight, or whatever it is. But then we fail to keep a very strong financial goal for ourselves. So what I'm saying is that you need to have a financial goal set for yourself for 1 year, 3 year, and maximum 5 years. You should not go beyond 5 years. There are people who say मैंने 20 साल का भी plan करके रखा है, 25 साल का भी plan करके रखा है. But then what happens is that your subconscious mind does not have the ability to see so far off. It can see for 1 year, 3 year maximum. I don't suggest 5 years also. आप एक साल या 3 साल का लो maximum, it is well and good. So you need to make sure कि yeah, Manori ji, I want to earn like 1 crore rupees by at the end of 2021 December. Okay, and that needs to be my profits which I'm talking about, not all the total turnover which I'm talking about. So that is what you have to do. You need to set your goals, your financial goals.
Okay.
The 7th point would be you need to always make sure that you spend less than what you earn. What do I mean by this is that you should always make sure that maximum to maximum you can spend 80% of your earnings. Maximum. And don't go for unnecessary loans. Avoid getting into the loan ka trap. And make sure that the amount, whatever you're earning right now, it can be 1 lakh or 10 lakhs or 1 crore, whatever it is. The maximum you can spend is like 80% of that. The 20% should go into your contingency fund, which is like your savings for the futures basically. And this 80% when I'm talking of should include everything of yours, जो आपका your expenses, your luxury, everything, whatever आप पूरा महीने का करते हो, everything will come in this 80%, your investments and everything. But then the 20% is purely your contingency fund, which you're keeping for your bad days. Like corona pandemic happens or something happens, so that you can use that. So that is what it is. Like you should always make sure that you spend less and you earn more, and don't get into the traps of unnecessary loans की चलो मेरे को iPhone 1.5 लाख रुपए का अभी मिल रहा है 4,000 के EMI पे HDFC से, तो चलो मैं iPhone ले लेता हूँ करके, even though you don't need that phone. Or maybe you're getting some car at the very low interest rate of 5%, 6%, 7%, so chalo let's go and buy that car. 6% ही तो जा रहा है मेरा करके. So don't get into unnecessary loans. That is what it is.
Okay.
The eighth thing would be keep your finances organized. What do I mean by this is that you need to know exactly where your money is parked and what is the amount you have put in. Majority of the people, they don't really know. If I ask you like, okay, आपका shares में कितना पैसा है, आपका FD में कितना पैसा है, आपके current account में कितना पैसा है, आपके savings account में SIP में कितना पैसा है, people give approximate figures. Yeah, मेरे FD में around 5-7 lakh rupees होंगे maybe, or in my shares I invested around 2 lakh rupees approximately, or in my SIPs around 10,000 rupees goes, in my insurance approximately 1 lakh rupees goes and all. Majority of the people give such kind of answers, but then they really don't know how much money have they parked in. It's only when the bill comes in, wherein the payment reminder receipts come in कि हाँ इतना पैसा डालने, they come to know कि I have to put in that kind of money. But then guys, this is your money which you have invested, so you need to make sure exactly what kind of money is parked where, because until unless you don't know exactly what kind of money is parked where, you will never be able to get that kind of returns for that. You will never be very serious about that, because अगर आपको मालूम नहीं आपके shares में आपने कितना पैसा लगा के रखा है, so you will never be able to get into that share market and earn the kind of profits which you really wanted to earn from that, or the maximum utilization of resource what we say. So you will never be able to do that. Similarly, अगर आपको मालूम नहीं आपके SIPs में आपने कितना डाल के रखा है, या आपका होम लोन में कितना लोन बाकी है आपका, and you are just paying off your EMIs every month on month basis, you will never be able to repay your loans on timely basis. So that is what it is. Important is like you need to keep your finances organized. The next important thing is that pay yourself first. What do I mean by that? When I say that you need to pay yourself first and you need to invest your money in growing your knowledge and skill, what I mean is that you need to invest money in your self growth. Yeah, in 3 minutes, there's only 2 points now. We are ending off, Yugraj. So in this, what I'm saying is that you need to invest money in your self growth. As Yugraj just few minutes told, ki the more you learn, the more you earn. The higher you learn, the higher you earn. The maximum you learn, the maximum you earn. Similarly, you need to keep on investing in yourself. Like you can keep on attending workshops, webinars, seminars, and you can read the books or magazines related to investments and all. And that is the way you are going to learn about money, and you will keep on updating yourself about the skills and knowledge which you need to use so that you can earn more and more money. Clear with the 9th point?
Yes.
Great. The last point is that you need to pay your taxes on time, guys. This is a very important thing, and you need to make sure that you are paying your taxes on time diligently and keep your accounts clear. Most of the people, and especially business people I see and I meet, they say कि अरे tax क्यों भरने का करके, already हम इतना tax भरते हैं ना. So it is like I always tell them, and this is what learning I also learned from my CA. I didn't learn it from any of my gurus or mentors. I learned it from my CA. He always used to tell me, Saurabh, अगर आज तू 1 या 2 लाख रुपया टैक्स में भर रहा है ना, it will always make sure that tomorrow if you need some 30-40 lakhs from the bank, na, the bank would be more than happy to give you that 30-40 lakh rupees as a loan in the emergency kind of thing. If you are not making taxes on time right now, the banks will also not pay you the loan, or they will make you pay higher rate of interest on that. So always make sure that your papers are very clear. If you're into business especially, don't do jhol japata, as we say in Mumbai ka language mein. Don't do that frauds with your play with your figures of taxes. Make sure that you pay your taxes on time, because it will help you to get that kind of interest. Just assume that even if you're paying your 3 lakh rupees taxes right now, and tomorrow you need 50 lakh rupees of money from the loan for some emergency, and the bank, instead of giving you for 10%, 11%, it is giving you for 8% because your papers are very clear. So you're straight away saving lakhs of rupees by the bank offering you that kind of rate of interest. Or else if you don't have the papers, you go to the bank and you say DHFL and the NBFCs, अरे भाई मेरे को please loan दे दो, मेरे को please loan दे दो. You have to run behind them, and the bank will say, अरे sir आपको तो loan मिलेगा नहीं because your papers are not clear. What we can do is that we can give you 11% or 12% rate of interest pay, and then marta kya na karta, you will go and say, acha baba please give me because I am in need of money karke. So when you're paying your taxes on time, the picture is completely different. The bank runs behind you and says, sir please paisa le lo humse karke. if you are not paying your taxes on time and your civils are not good, you are running behind them and say, "Arey, please paisa de do karke." So the situation A is much more better as compared to situation B. Clear with this, guys? The 10th point. Great. So with this, we end off our session. Any doubts anyone has got? Yugraj ji, you can leave for the session.
Thank you.
If anyone has got any doubts, we can take it, or else we will end off the session for today.
Actually, no doubts. If you can implement some NLP ideas within these things, it will be so good.
NLP ka, there's a different workshop of mine, ma'am. I don't integrate that into this.
The
so-
neuromoney is NLP only.
Yeah, so that's what I am teaching you, how to rewire your subconscious mind. So NLP is coming into this, like when I give you meditations and all, that is all about NLP ke techniques ke through I give you those meditations, and even the way I'm trying to retain your frequency is all about NLP. But then NLP is very vast. It is not like 1 day or 2 day ka subject wherein you can learn
No,
it.
what I was expecting is like first day it was so good relating with NLP.
Uh-huh.
Second day actually I missed. We have to refresh every day.
Yes, you need to put this into implementation. As I told you, if you're going to a doctor and you're taking a pill for your illness or your ailment, if you're not eating that, so it doesn't mean that the doctor is bad. It's just that you didn't implement it, you didn't eat that medicine. That's the reason you're not getting that kind of changes or the fitness in your body. So similarly, if you're not implementing these things, it's not going to get any changes, massive changes or the
Yeah,
breakthroughs which you are looking out for in your life.
Exactly. Okay, thank you so much.
Right. And
Today is there any homework, sir?
yeah, have you written that letter yesterday 7 times?
Yesterday I did.
Wow, wonderful. So today also what I would be doing, since now Yugraj ji has left, I would be putting in the topic in the WhatsApp group itself for everyone
Okay.
to write a letter, so that again
Okay.
you have to write a new topic per letter for the 7 times, and you can do
Okay.
it tomorrow.
Okay,
Yeah,
okay.
Saurabh,
Yes, sir.
yeah, that fifth point was goal, financial goal.
Yeah, setting a financial goal.
Okay. No, actually I missed some fourth, fifth, or sixth.
Now which topic का वो power rules का बात कर रहे हो क्या?
Yeah.
अच्छा हाँ नहीं उसमें the fourth one was to how to make money passively, passive income कैसे कमाने का करके, so that
Okay,
you can
yeah,
get
yeah.
money every month. The fifth one was like to have a contingency fund of minimum
Contingency
6 months
fund,
to 9
right.
months. And the
Okay.
seventh one was like you should spend less, like 80% of your total
Yeah,
income you
80%.
spend,
Right.
20% should be saved for your contingency fund.
Okay.
Okay, and like for today exercise, as I told you, that you have to do that mirror exercise for yourself, and you need to do that conversation of your sales with yourself. So
Okay.
that is again Manori ji, that's an exercise from NLP itself.
Yeah, that was an exercise.
Yeah, so that's an exercise
From
from
NLP.
NLP. Yeah, so that's what you have to do. You have to talk to your subconscious mind looking into the mirror.
Okay. I'll do both the homeworks.
Yeah, please
Talking
do
to
that.
mirror as well as.
And it's not only for 1 day you have to do, you can do these things every
Yeah.
day. That's better.
I'll keep this class notes, everything as what we say, Pokisham Tamil. In Tamil, we'll say as Pokisham.
Acha.
And likewise, very useful, sir.
Yes.
And I'm waiting for NLP sales. Please fix a date for that.
Yeah, it is going to happen most probably by 20 in the second or third week. It's going to happen. So
Yeah,
Okay,
actually
okay.
I'm also interested in LP.
So definitely I'm
And,
coming up with that workshop. I'm just designing that workshop. As I told you कि मैं खुद पहले वो test कर रहा हूँ what kind of value I can give you.
And
So I have to-
Saurabh, this can you utilize this weekend to finish up or you have planned like every 1.5 hour daily this workshop?
I didn't get you, sir. क्या बोल रहे हो मतलब समझा नहीं मैं.
What he's saying is.
है ना आपका 1.5 घंटे का लेक्चर अगर ये वीकेंड है लाइक है ना फ्राइडे बैंक हॉलीडे एंड ऑल
अच्छा
फ्राइडे
अच्छा.
सैटरडे संडे उसको टॉप अप कर सकते हैं क्या हम?
ओके उसमें होता क्या है ना सर, अगर मैं आप ऐसा बोल रहे हो क्या कि 3-3 घंटे का या ज्यादा घंटे का लेक्चर?
क्योंकि ये जो 8 to 9 है ना, थोड़ा सा डिफिकल्ट हो रहा था।
So we will do it again tomorrow, and guys please be on time, like जैसे आज सब टाइम पे आ गए थे, please be on time so that we can start on time and we can end on time in that case.
Okay.
All right.
Okay, thank you,
Okay.
sir. Thank you, ma'am. Bye.
Shreya.
Good
Yeah.
night.
Bye Nagendra ji. Bye.
Thank you. Thank you, sir.
Bye.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bye.
Good night.
Good night everyone.